Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, this is good bread.
Hello from Cotacachi, Ecuador. I'm continuing my travels through northern Ecuador, and although Cotacachi is known to have some of the best leatherwork, I'm actually here on a Sunday morning and I'm headed straight to the market.
So Sunday is market day in Cotacachi, and that's because in the bigger cities, Saturday is market day, but in agricultural areas like this, they are busy working, preparing the food, the produce to send to the big cities. So we're here very early on a Sunday morning to try some food in the market, and I'm so excited to try this dish because we are having colada. Now colada can be sweet or savory. Colada morada is a sweet drink that you have during Dia de los Difuntos or Day of the Dead in Ecuador, but it also can be savory. It can be a soup, and it's really a base for a soup. So this soup is made by roasting fava beans, peas, and corn, and then you deshell it, grind it into a flour, you mix it with a sofrito, then you add some things like cumin and garlic. Everybody, of course, has their own recipe. So in the market in Cotacachi, it's traditional to eat it 3 different ways. You can have a colada de cuy or guinea pig, which is what I've chosen to have. Or you can have a colada de churro, which is the snails. You can also have that right here. And then you can have a colada de maíz or corn. Along with it, they've given us this, which is Quaker, is the Spanish pronunciation for Quaker. And what comes to mind when you think Quaker? Oats. And so this is an oatmeal drink. Oh, wow. Oh, when I said to you we were going to have an oat drink, I did not think it was going to taste like this. I thought it would be more like an avena, like a creamy, oatmeal-y kind of taste. But this is actually very bright. I think it's mixed with naranjilla, along with spices like cinnamon, maybe some star anise, and then also some sugar. So even though it's an oat drink, it drinks like a fruit juice. One of the reasons this would be great to have is that you get the juice, but you also get the nutrition from the oats. So this is one of the drinks in Ecuador, one of the traditional foods in Ecuador that is really fading as time goes on. So this Quaker drink was very common to have at lunch. It was really here before sodas. So before Coca-Cola arrived, before Inca Cola, all of the soft drinks that we know in Ecuador, they were drinking this Quaker drink. But people really have a taste now for soda, unfortunately. But this remains in some traditional places. So if you want to try this drink, you do have to go to the Cotacachi Market on a Sunday. So to eat the soup, you take the cuy and you put it into the colada, you get cuy colada. But I think it's important first just to try the colada on its own. So the colada here is served in this like clay dish. It is very smooth. It's not too thick, but you can see it's a fine, fine blend. I love cumin, and that's the first taste that I have right here is cumin. A very nice kind of like creamy soup. If you like puree of different vegetables, this is exactly what it tastes like. It's tasty. I can see why it's a good base for other things. The easiest way to eat this is just to dunk it in and then take a bite. Let's see how it goes. Okay. This is really, really good. So the cuy itself is super tender, and then in this broth, it just adds this whole other flavor. It almost feels like a stew, like a turkey stew, where you have this gravy and you have the turkey or the chicken in it. This is good. I'm getting it all over my face. It is not, it's a little bit messy, but you know what? For the flavor, it's worth it. So Andreas clearly knows how to eat soup better than me. I bring it up to my face. He brings his head down to the soup. Much better for not getting it all over you. What do you think? Have you tried this before?
Never.
What do you think?
It's quite interesting. A very interesting way to screw it.
Don't you think it kind of is like a bit of a gravy? Yeah. It's like a really tasty gravy. So when you come to the Cotacachi Market, there are two places where you can eat. You can, when you first come in, there are a bunch of places that make the food to order. However, if you come into the market section where you have all of the fruits and vegetables, these foods are made in advance, and that's because to make something like this colada cannot be made to order. It cannot be made on site. It has to be made in advance. This is home cooking. You are eating it at its best after it's had time to simmer. We're here on the corner at Doña Alicia, and Andreas put a little bit of hot sauce in here, and he asked Doña Alicia if it was hot, and she said it was as spicy as her character. So I'm gonna try a little bit in the soup first. Oh, this ají is spicy.
Really?
I was going to try it on its own. Doña Alicia is spicy. Be careful. All right, before we left the main market area, I wanted to try this dish. It's called Cevichocho. Now, for many Ecuadorians like Andreas, he grew up eating these chochos, these white Indian beans. You still have the tomato, the onion, the fresh herbs. You've got cilantro here. Also, you've got tostado, which is toasted corn. You have these chifles, which are plantain potato chips. And of course, you've got popcorn because we are in the Andes. At this point, this dish is actually vegan. So if you're traveling here, this is a great option for you. However, that's not why people eat it here like this. This is actually just a really healthy snack. However, in this market, you can plus it up a little bit. When they add this tomato base that is tomato, it might be a tomato vinaigrette. You can also add pork skin, which is cuero, which is like a almost like a stewed pork skin. I'm actually not a fan of it. And then you can also add chicken, or you can just have it like this. So that's exactly what I wanted to do, was to have it kind of the new traditional way. I don't want to say it's the traditional way to eat cevichocho because it's not a traditional dish, but it's like a new modern traditional dish. So this costs us 50 cents, which is a bargain of a dish. I have all tostado, so just one sec. Let me get some of the chocho, some of the tostado. It tastes great. It's kind of like a popcorny dish. It actually would be amazing with some ají. Very clean tasting. So you've got the bean flavor, you've got the two types of corn from the tostado and the popcorn. One of the traditional breakfasts to have in the northern region of Ecuador is champus and pan, or bread. This costs us 60 cents at the market. Now, champus is an interesting drink. We tried to decipher exactly how to make it, although people really don't want to give you their secret recipe. However, from what I understand, this is a little bit like chicha de hora, which is like a fermented corn drink. To simplify it, it's almost like a corn beer. And it also tastes a little bit like Quaker, which is the drink that I had with the colada, which is a naranjilla and oat base. It's warm, and it comes with this bread. And being in northern Ecuador, it's a little bit chilly right now in the mountains. And so I think a warm drink is very good for breakfast. So you get the benefits of everything here and a little bit of sustenance with the bread. Oh, okay. I taste the naranjilla, and it's a little bit thick, but it also does have like a bit of a fermented flavor. It's almost a little bit tangy. You feel it on the back of your tongue. It's really good. I don't love really sweet things, and so this is actually great. It's just a little bit, I don't want to say it's tart. You do feel that right here, a little bit of tartness from the naranjilla. It's not sugary, but it feels very filling. I like it a lot. And this bread, oh, this is good bread. I could definitely have this for breakfast. This is really good. Also a nice treat just to pick up while you do your shopping here, go for a walk. It's really good.
So this is already mixed
That's
for the colada, for the soup.
Ah,
yeah.
cool.